Okay, guys, so we're back for section B of the exam, and we'll just go back into our folder here. I'll just show you what we have. I think it's this one here, is it? No, it's not. Is it this one here? No, it's not. It's this one here. Yeah, so we have data entry, section one, Mark George O'Brien, evidence George O'Brien. So that's the folder we're using, right? So you will have another email sent to you, or it will be in the first email. But I'll do that because there's actually two files in this. So there'll be a zip folder. So you just download it and put it into the same folder. Download, like yours might go into downloads. I'm just going to put mine in downloads there. Click here, go to downloads, find the section B zip, copy it, back out onto your desktop, find the folder you're working on, and paste it in there. Right, then to open any zip folder, just double click in it, grab this, uh, copy, go back one, and stick it out here, paste. Then click in here, highlight both of them. You can actually leave them in section B if you like. Leave them in section B. Yeah, it's fine. Leave them in section B. But you can delete the zip folder. No need of it there anymore. Section B, so be separate. The evidence, we'll get to that. We'll probably need a bit of that as well anyway. But anyway, section B. So we just, first thing, like this is the questions, section B. So copy the workbooks, yeah, from open the workbook, section B class file. That's it there. And rename it mock section B your own name. So I'm just opening it, enable editing, and I'm just gonna go file, save as, browse, back into my same folder. It's actually popping into my folder, but if it doesn't for you, you just click on the home page, click on here, click on section B, and what did it ask us to call it? Again, it was mock sec B your own name. In fact, I'll go mock 01. I'll change the wording of that. Section B, your own full name. Now, there's a few things in this that you haven't seen before, but like you could spend a couple of exercises teaching this, or you could just learn it as you're going along right now. It doesn't make much of a difference. Okay? And we will be caught for a little bit of time because we have 7 weeks after the midterm. Last 2 weeks are exams, so that's 5 weeks. You're going to spend 1 week finishing off your project in the theory part of it, the word part of it, probably. So you've got 4 weeks. Now I'm going to make 4 mock exams, but I'm only going to make videos of one. But the videos of one is going to help you do Mach 2, Mach 3, and Mach 4. And when you've Mach 2, Mach 3, Mach 4 done, you go back and you do Mach 1 again. Only then you try and do without looking at the videos. Okay? So, first question, financial functions. On the financial worksheet, enter a function into cell B5. Uh, into B6. Okay? To calculate the monthly payments of to repay a £5,000 loan over 60 months at 5%. So this is what we call a PMT, a payment function. So you just click in here and you go equals PMT. And when it pops up, you just go PMT. Double click into it. Click this button here, which brings out the box. Okay. So basically, we have the rate. Now, the rate is going to be our annual interest rate. So we just click on that, B5. But we have to divide that by 12, right? Because there's 12 months in the year and it's 5 months annual interest. So you just divide by 12. You get the hang of this as it's going on. Number of payments. That's what that means. Number of payments. 60 months, which is 5 years. And present value is how much you're borrowing. Okay? Now, what I should have done up here, I think, is maybe not. I should maybe didn't have to press the F4 key, but we'll see. Is present value is 5,000. So we can see number here, and we just go OK, and that's how much you're paying back every month. Simple as, simple as. You get used to it when you're going along doing it. There's a second part to that question, and it's on the financial worksheet in cell C3. Calculate the future value of savings by saving €80 per month at the same annual rate, which is 5%. So we just click in here, and future value, of course, is equals FV, future value. Click on it. Click on the FX. This pops up again. So it is rate again, and it is rate divided by 12 again. Number of payments this time is 60 again. PMT is the payments, so you're paying €80 a week, and that's what you end up paying in the finish. So that's the interest rate. So if you borrow 5 grand over 60 and you're paying €80 a month, you're going to pay back €5,440. Now that might sound complicated to you because it's the first time you've ever seen it. So just watch the video a few times and you'll understand it. It's as easy to learn it as you're going along doing a mock as it is to do 5 or 6 exercises before you do the mock. Simple as that. Depreciation, you haven't seen that one before either. So, depreciation, right. So, the depreciation, the name of that depreciation is SYD. So you click into the first one here and you go equals SYD and you just click on it, okay? And you press the FX. So this is what's going to depreciate, right? It's an industrial printer. It's worth €35,000. The salvage value is €3,000, and the useful lifespan is 10 years. Oh yeah. So you're going to see how much that depreciates every year. How much money you'd lose if you were trying to sell it, basically. So you would just click up here, and the cost is 35,000. So just click there. The salvage cost is 3 grand. That's all you get for if you just scrap it. The useful lifespan is it should be maybe guaranteed for 10 years. And then you just go, okay, we've been to too few arguments. Oh, per is the one I forgot to put in, which is period, which is very, very, very important. Period. That's 1 year. You just click it, then you click here and you drag it down. Oh, I'm just going to put, see, this is how you make mistakes doing these things. And maybe if I looked at the formula, yes. You would have had to make all of these absolute, 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 apart from the period. Sorry about that. So then you just go okay, because these have to stay constant. This one is changing all the way down. So then you catch it and you go all the way down. So after a year, it's lost 5 grand, 5,200 and something after 2 years. After 10 years, it's only worth 581 euros. That's it. Not very, very complicated. Quick save, quick save, quick save. I'm going to check with the time of the video. We'll do another little bit. Uh, check the next one we're doing, which is the depreciation was about one we're done. We're going to import, right? So this is where the database comes in. So to import, we go to is it data? It's a yeah, get data from database, and then pick this one because it's a Microsoft Access folder. Click on it. This is going to take you into the right folder straight away, but just in case it doesn't, you go to your desktop, you go to your proper folder, section B, it's import data, and import. This is going to take a few seconds to pop in. This will pop up. You actually just click on this to take a look at it. You see it's here. Yeah, everything looks okay. So you just come up here and where it says close and load, you go close and load and close and load to. Close and load to and just make sure it says new worksheet. And just go okay. And there you have it. Now, you can't do anything with this. You can't, what, because it wants you to make a pivot table out of it. And so it's import and format salary to currency, the date to short date, and name the sheet database data. So, and it should say something about getting rid of the range as well, getting rid of the table. Yeah. Convert the sheet to a range rather than table. Right, so that's the first thing you do. So you click in here anywhere, right, and you go to table design and you see where it says convert to range. You need to convert the whole thing to a range. Permanently remove yes, you want to create a range because you can't do nothing while it's in the table. Then you make this currency, that's the way it wanted it, and you turn this into a short date because it's long date there, and it is short date. That's it. And then it wants you to call this database data. That's actually came in as database data anyway. So yeah, if it didn't, you just right click and rename, and there you go. The next question is it wants you to create a pivot table. Create a pivot table on the database on a new sheet and name it pivot table. Details are its department by salary filtered by employment. Now we've done pivot charts, we haven't done pivot tables. Very, very simple, same concept. Click over here. I'm going to X out of that. Click on any one of them, or just highlight the whole lot altogether. Highlight the whole lot altogether. Go insert, pivot table, pivot table range. That's it. It's going to show what's highlighted. New worksheet. Yep. And it's department. Just click salary. And it's filtered like you do with a pivot chart by years of employment. Simple as that. It's just that some of the salaries for finance was this, the HR was that, IT was that, marketing was that, and you just right click here and you rename this pivot table. Section B is actually quite easy as far as I'm concerned, and it's a lot faster than section A. So remember, you have 2 hours for the exam, so you're not doing so bad. Just gonna look at this. Yeah, I might do one more little thing to it. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, about 20 minutes of video. Chart. On the chart sheet, created on the range of 3D column chart. Ensure the legends is at the at the bottom of the chart. Insert the title. You know, I'm just gonna copy this. Uh, Comparison of squads, but you'll be typing it in, but I'm just going to make it a little bit easier for myself. So, right, I'm just going to come in here. There's a chart uh, 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 worksheet. Just highlight this without the headings, and it's insert column chart, which is this one's here, column chart. You go down to the 3D, and you make sure the legend is at the bottom. So it is at the bottom. You change the title to what it said to change it to. Comparison of squads. Now, did it say to change the name of the table? Hang on now, 1 second. Name of the chart. I don't know. Let's take a peek. Insert the comparison and above chart. No. Uh, just press save. I'm going to leave the video there, and we will do the rest in the next video. We'll finish off the whole exam. So there you go, guys. 18 minutes, 19 minutes.